Welcome back, Borough family. This is the first video I've done in 3 weeks due to being on holiday. A few things have changed. A few ins, a couple of outs, more rumours. Let's just start this video. Let's see where we go. And we'll try and cover everything, if I remember. So first thing up is start to the season. We're technically second from bottom. Coventry got a few games in hand because their pitch is terrible. And it's not been the greatest start. Luckily enough, I've been away for 3 weeks, so as I said, I've pretty much missed every game. I've got maybe 60 minutes in total out of all the games, and it wasn't a great watch. It was the same problems as we've had for 2-3 years now. The back, weirdly enough, is looking more shaky than it was, even with the people we've brought in. And striker wise, we just, well, let's face it, Duncan started with an absolute nightmare, missing 3 sitters in a row. Riley McGree also missing sitters and easy passes, so we haven't really gelled up front yet. But now we'll talk about the transfers and how this could impact us. So firstly, outgoings. Tav left. Now, people were like, oh, we're in this position because of Tav. We're not in this position because of Tav. Tav didn't have a lot of assists last year, and he didn't really defend a lot. He helped out in the midfield where he should have helped out. His engine is what we miss more than anything. But as for the fact that we've been leaking goals and we aren't scoring enough, Tav wouldn't have fixed either of those. So Tav's gone, we've got money, we need to spend that money. But it's one of them. At the minute, people know we've sold Tav and Spence, and people are just upping their prices. Stupid. The other person who's gone is Grant Hall. He's now gone off to Rotherham. He was never getting in our team, let's face it. He's only gone on loan, which hopefully it's a loan to buy, because I don't see him ever fitting in with the stuff going on at Borough at the moment. Incoming since I've been away, we've got Hoppy's come in. Now, he came on last week, and weirdly enough I did see this part of the game when he came on last week. He looks like he's got a bit about him, but he also looks like he wants to take a bit of time on the ball, which you can't in the Championship. He needs to learn that. Forrest joined just before I left. Then since then, we've brought in Mowat. Great addition. Although again, last week when I was watching, his passing wasn't great. But he's not been playing a lot, so he's got to get back up to speed. So I'd let him off. We've also, since this week, we've signed Rodrigo Nunez. Now, to me, this is one of the strikers we've been missing. I think he's going to hit the ground running. I think he's going to score goals. And let's face it, with how Jones and Giles have started the season, he could be laughing a lot by the end of this. Backing him to get 15 plus goals this year. And we've also brought in Matty Clark yesterday. Left-sided centre-back, we've been desperate for that, so I'm hoping that shores up our defence and we can go forward, hopefully keep a couple of clean sheets. He's got player of the season like 4 of the last 5 years for the clubs he's been at, so that can only be a bonus. And then that's it for incomings and outgoings at the moment. We'll go on to the rumour section. In the first room I'm going to talk about is Stoke sacking their manager, and somehow Chris Wilder coming from 50 to 1 to 5 to 1 is the second favourite. Don't see him leaving now he's building his own team. Football's a funny game, you never know, but I don't see him going anywhere. Why leave Borough, who are struggling at the moment, but he knows the players he's bringing in, he knows what he wants, to go to Stoke and try and have to redo that all again when they're in a similar position. Makes no sense to me, so I don't see Wilder going anywhere. I reckon I'm going to end up with someone like Joey Barton. That could be fun. But, so I don't think Wilder's going anywhere. We can move that to one side. Other rumours, I can't remember his name now, the Ampatu or something, the young lad who's at Chelsea. I reckon that would be a great loan if we could get him. Our defence is pretty much done and dusted now, unless we lose Dale Fry, which I think there is a very real chance that we lose Dale Fry. Hoping we don't, but he's not a right-sided centre-back and come out and play the ball, although he did used to play a bit of right back when he was coming through. And then you've got Paddy, who again, is he going to fit into the team if this left centre-back role's gone? Is he going to oust Dijksteel for the right centre-back? To me, when they played him and House in the midfield, it's been too slow. We need more pace in midfield. And I see him and McGree both getting dropped. Now we've got Muniz in. Unless he plays Muniz with McGree as a 10, but McGree as a 10 isn't really working. So we need two strikers. Whether that's going to be Watmore, Force or Hoppy, it could be any of those up front. But I think Muniz will be the number one starter now. Talking about strikers, we've been linked with Reese from Preston North End, and we've been linked with Larsson from that club in Holland. Personally, if I had a choice out of the two, I would go for Larsson just because I think he looks like he could offer more. But it's one of them, that one there, situations. Come from a Dutch league and couldn't hack it. Will Larsson be able to hack it? He's saying all the right things. He wants to prove himself. He wants to come to Borough. So I like that side of it. And that's why I would go for him over Reese. But then you're thinking, do you want to blow 8-10 million on a striker and then things not be right by January and then you've got no money to bring anyone in? It's a very strange place to be in. I personally would like to loan someone. Ideally would have been Adam Armstrong, but now it looks like Che Adams is going to leave. Armstrong's never going anywhere. That's a pipe dream now. So it's one of them. If things are up in the air at the moment, hopefully we get the young lad in from Chelsea on a loan. I'd imagine his wages aren't too big either because he's not a first team player. And hopefully we can get another striker in. Whether we loan someone, I can see us getting someone like maybe a Chris Wood. I don't really want a Chris Wood, if I'm honest. But I think the football we play is too quick for someone like Chris Wood. You need someone who's got a bit of pace about him. But he might work well with Muniz, and I don't really know. I just don't see us getting the people we're linked with. I like the fact that Borough are playing hardball a bit when it comes to Larsson, especially Reese. Reese is not going to be worth 10 million if he's only on the bench at Preston. He can't get into their team. So he's probably worth 5 to 6 maximum. But again, do we want to go down the road of getting a player that can't get into one of our rivals teams in? All right, they're above us at the moment in the league, but at the end of it, seriously, do we think they're going to be above us? So if he can't get in our team, then maybe he won't get in our team. And as for Larsson, I've already touched on the fact that he could be another Alves and come over. But with the hunger he's got, with the age on his side and everything else, out of the two, I would go for him. But I don't know, this is Borough. Will his club come down from the fee that they're asking for 13 million euros? It may get to the end of the window and they think, we want to bring some players in. Let's just do it. Meet them halfway. Go for like 11 million euros, which is, what, 8.5 million? Don't know. Still a lot of money on a striker. But that's good. I would personally like to see Borough bring in an attacking midfielder as well, if they could. Mainly because, as I've already touched on, the start of the season, Riley McGree, it's 5 starts. 2 of them as a number 10. No goals, no assists. And when I was watching, gave the ball away cheaply a lot for the times I have been watching while I've been away. So, it's not great. I would like to see an attacking midfielder come in. Or even a Hackney or Gibson get given a chance. But this is Wilder. I think he'll bring his own players in. I don't think he's going to dive into youth straight away. He may try and Like, bleeds him into the first team throughout the season. But it's a tough one. It's a tough one for Wilder. It's a tough one for us as fans to watch at the moment. But he knows what he wants. He still seems to think he's going to get what he wants. So all we can do is keep faith with what he's doing. Got Swansea at home tomorrow. My personal opinion, that's our first 3 points of the season. I think we'll win 3-1. I reckon Muniz will get his first goal for us. Hopefully Crooks starts. Had a bit of a thing, well, not a thing, but just someone on Twitter yesterday posted the team they would play, and they had McGree as like an attacking midfielder. And then someone asked, where's Crooks? And he said Crooks' form isn't good enough. So then I questioned it, saying, well, you've got Riley McGree there, who's played 5, no goals, no assists. Whereas Crooks has played 4, 2 of them is sub, 1 goal, 1 assist. So you can argue about the form. I personally would bring Crooksy back in. But if you're looking at the team for tomorrow, you're probably going to, Stefan's going to start. Then you're looking at Jones isn't going to get dropped from right wing back. Then you're going to have Dykesteel or Paddy. Personally, I'll go with Dykesteel. I think he offers more, especially defensively, and he's got pace. Lenihan, I think Clark will start, even though he's not 100% match fit. That could be Bowler, but I think Clark will start. And then you're going to have Giles on the left. Midfield, Howson's going to play no matter what. So then it's who do you play with him? You've got a choice of McNair, Crooks, McGree, Mowat. Personally, I would play Mowat left side of him and Crooks right side of him. Then up front, I would go with Muniz and possibly Watmore. But again, I don't mind if he starts Hoppy or Force up front with Muniz. As long as we've got Muniz on the pitch, I think we'll be alright. I think we'll have enough tomorrow. But that pretty much sums up all the rumours. Let us know what you would think. Would you keep Dale Fry or would you sell him? Striker, who would you bring in? There's still talk of the young lad from Bristol City leaving again before the end of the window. Could be worth going in for, but again, are they going to be like Coventry or with Gorkres and say, give us 30 million for a player who's probably worth about 6 or 7? So financial fair play is a big impact on everyone. But that's pretty much all I've got for now. I'm going to do one, was it 1st of September it closes, so 2nd September I think I'm off work. So I'll do another one with the transfer deadline day roundup and everything in between. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you do, remember, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and share it on other Borough websites if you can. Well, that's it from me. There will be, as we've said before, the Southwest Supporters Club will be kind of doing a podcast thing, which will be YouTube, and we'll try and get it on Spotify and stuff. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. Please like, share, comment. My phone's currently going off. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.